What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Randy and I make videos on entrepreneurship. And today I'm going to be getting into whether you should go to college or not. However, it's not just me answering this question and making a whole 10-minute long video. I actually went on Instagram, made a poll, and asked my followers this question. So the main reason I'm making this video is because a subscriber actually asked me in one of my past videos whether they should go to college, and they wanted my personal opinion on that. However, I told them, wait, I'm going to make a video on this because this is a great question. I feel like this can help out many more people. And I know this is a huge question nowadays with so many people giving you different answers. And my followers do vary from my subscribers all the way to my closest friends. So the answers are going to vary, and some of them do actually go to college and some of them don't. So this is where you're going to get different answers as well. But then at the end of the video, I'm actually going to give my personal opinion and answer on whether you should go to college. And just to let you guys know, I am a college student myself. I'm currently an entrepreneurship student over at Florida State University, or as most people know it, FSU. And you guys might come to a conclusion that yes, you should go to college just because I am in school. But however, that's not the case. And at the end of the video, I'm going to get into why I went to college and why I'm still in college. So when I posted the poll on Instagram, I got so many answers. Some answers didn't even fit in the text box. They ended up DMing me their answers. However, I'm not going to give you guys every single answer that was provided because that video would just drag on. So what I did, I went and picked out the most important answers, and I will be giving feedback to those throughout this video. So anyways, without further ado, should you go to college? So to start off, I'm going to go with the yeses, then the nos, and then the maybes. So the first yes says, yes, college teaches you a lot of interpersonal skills you can use in everyday life. While this is true, this isn't the only way to gain these interpersonal skills. You can learn them through regular experiences as well. Yes, for the reason that many professional jobs require it, and because it's fun as shit. And this is actually one of my friends, and I understand that he says it's very fun to go to college because he is a fraternity, and when you're a fraternity, the experience is way different. However, many professional jobs, yes, they do require a degree, but not all. Yes, for the experiences while increasing your knowledge. This answer is not wrong at all. It's completely true. You can go for the experiences while increasing your knowledge. There's a lot of experiences you can gain in college. However, this answer also comes from another one of my friends that's in a fraternity. And as you can see, their answers are very similar. The next answer doesn't come from somebody that's in a fraternity, but they said the same exact thing, which is yes for experiences, however, not for the education, which is not exactly true because you can learn in college. However, the way I think that he sees it is that there's a lot of fluff, which I completely agree with that statement if that's what he's trying to say. One of my friends said they should, but awareness needs to increase for technical and vocational schools as another way, which I completely agree with this answer. And in case you guys don't know what a technical or vocational schools are, they're basically schools that can teach you specific skills. So if you want to become a barber, you go to cosmetology school or barber school, however you want to consider it. And the same thing goes if you want to learn welding, you're going to go to a welding school. But usually these are considered technical institutes that you go to. And moving on to the last yes answer, which is actually one of my best friends, says yes, but in some instances you don't always. And in parentheses, he puts born wealthy or want to be self-employed. So let's say your parents are wealthy and they give you money for everything, then obviously you don't have to go to school, you're basically set. But the problem with this is that you grew up with a certain lifestyle, and this lifestyle isn't always the best. And you'll say if you want to be self-employed, you don't have to go to college, which can be true. However, you might need to learn some skills in college to become self-employed, but that's not always the case. Now moving on to the people that straight up said no to the answer whether you should go to college or not. The first one says no, especially entrepreneurship school that teaches you how to work 9 to 5 for the first 20 years. So this is actually one of my classmates. I have to agree with him because our entrepreneurship program at school actually teaches us to get a job, which completely defeats the purpose. And I might get in trouble for saying this, but I hope this opens the eyes to whoever's in charge of the entrepreneurship college over at FSU. We shouldn't have to work an internship if our goal is to open up our own business. That just defeats the purpose completely. I know there's value to gain in internships, however, it just takes away from time that we can be using to build our own business. That's just my personal input, and I think that my classmate can agree on that. Now the last answer that says no, it's actually somebody that's self-employed and said college is outdated, no longer necessary, which his answer could be influenced because he is self-employed. Last but not least, but moving on to the maybes, starting off with one of my subscribers, he says optional if that counts because people can still make a living from enlisting to the military. So not always are people going to college just to make a living. Sometimes people are going to college for the experiences. So yes, it's not necessary to go to college if you want to make a living. You can make a living many other ways. One of my friends is actually a rapper, says unless you want to do something in the medical field or like a lawyer, then no. So basically the answer is it depends on what you want to study. Another friend of mine said depends on what for. Doctors or engineers, yes, certain work is better to learn on the job. So basically saying you can actually learn better through experiences rather than going to school. And his answer is pretty similar to the last one. The next one says it's a scam, which I should have put that as a no, but they ended up actually DMing me the rest of their answer, which is one that I read through. I thought it would provide you guys with really good input. And it says, seriously though, school isn't for everyone, and there's a lot of things wrong with our education system, which is completely true, especially starting off in high school or even middle school. It seems like a piece of paper to prove competently instead of proficient knowledge in a specific area, which is completely true again, because a lot of people, what they do, they can go to college and cheat. I know colleges have a no cheating policy, but I know a lot of people that have made it through college by strictly cheating. So just because they have a degree doesn't mean anything. And that's where I'm gonna end that one, because if not, it's gonna get too long. A sneaker reseller said, depends. I wish there was customized learning for what we want to do at the gate. And there is, to an extent, because there is trade schools that you can go to. But aside from that, you can even choose to buy courses online and programs, which I have seen people sell a variety of courses on everything. I've seen everything from sneaker resellers, from barbers, to e-commerce courses, to anything you can really think of. Honestly, depends on whatever the person wants to do with their future. And this doesn't specifically mean what you want to major in, but literally what you want to do in life. Do you want to go out and party? Do you want to go and learn? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be an engineer? This answer can go so many ways. And last but not least, not sure if this person went to college or not, but he is a close friend of mine, which is bad that I don't even know that. He said, if you need to learn what you want to do and don't have the ability to learn on your own, yes. If you have natural talent and proper connections growing up, no, it's a waste of time. So he gave two different answers, which puts him right in the middle at a maybe or it depends. So I don't know if you guys noticed the trend. Although I did put the yes answer at the beginning, then the no's, and then the maybes, the majority of these answers had a gray area. And I did that on purpose because that's my answer. And that is that it depends. Let me tell you why. It depends on the reason that you're going. And really there's one answer that had my exact answer. So I want to break it down whether you want to go for experiences or if you want to go for learning. If you're going for the experiences and to meet new people and to have a change of lifestyle, get away from your parents or whatnot, then yes, you should go to a college town. However, don't enroll in the school. There's no point of going if you don't plan on learning anything. If you end up enrolling, then you got to pay tuition, you got to go to class, you got to take tests, quizzes, homeworks. You got to deal with all that other stuff that a lot of college students hate. I can almost guarantee that 99.9% of them don't enjoy doing any of these activities. So you putting yourself into that setting, you're going to be wasting not only your time, but your money on something you don't want to do. So instead, what you can do is literally just go to college town. So let's say FSU, for example, if you want to go to a party school, come over to Tallahassee, get you a nice little cheap apartment, go make some money however you want, and go spend it on tables, bottles, and going to the club. That's the better route. However, I understand if you want to be in a fraternity, you got to enroll in the college. This isn't always the case. I know a lot of fraternities that let people join without even enrolling into the school. Although it might not be the one you want to go to, this might be your only option. However, I highly don't recommend enrolling into a college if you want to get into a certain fraternity. It's just not worth it. You can have fun in many other ways. Go to the biggest clubs in Miami, New York, California, wherever. Honestly, you don't need to go to college for this. Now, if what you actually want to get out of college is to learn, there's two routes to go. If you're going to become a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, etc., those kind of jobs that you actually need to learn the small details of, then my answer to you is yes, go to college, because these are highly professional jobs that require degrees to show your competency. And I know I said you can cheat through college. However, for these kinds of things, it's very difficult because there are standardized tests to prove your knowledge. When it comes to other jobs such as business, entrepreneurship, marketing, then my answer is no, because you can learn it better on your own or through your own experiences. And yes, you might not know everything initially, so when you start, you're going to fail, but that's all a part of the process. As you fail, you're only going to get better at what you do, because you're not going to continue doing the same thing that made you fail in the first place. Now, if you want to become a barber, a welder, somebody that does nails, somebody that does hair, in this case, you have to go to technical school to do these things legally. You don't have to go to them to learn, because many times you learn better outside of school than you do in school. For example, I'm a barber. Initially, when I started cutting hair, I didn't go to barber school, and I learned way better than those that did. The circumstance for everybody is different. It all depends on what you want to do with your life. And I just gave you guys all the routes you can possibly take. I might have missed a few, and if I did, leave it as a comment down below. And if you have any questions, also comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, the reason I'm in school is because initially I wanted to study mechanical engineering, and it's what I did up to my third year in college when I actually came to FSU back in 2017. However, after that first semester, I realized it was not for me. I was just tired of studying all the time. I was annoyed, and I was like, what's my other route? What else can I do with my life? And I noticed that I was always in a business, and my family's very business oriented. So I decided to change my major to entrepreneurship, take a semester off, take the prereqs in the next following 2 semesters in order for me to get into the program, and I ended up getting in no problem. And the first semester into entrepreneurship, it was great. I met a lot of awesome people, had a lot of great networking opportunities, and I had a lot of motivation having these people around me. Not only my classmates, but my professors as well. And not only that, but I found a love for business during these times, and it really pushed me to stick through with school. And the program basically forces you to build a business and then expo it on campus. However, that didn't happen this semester, which made it very difficult for a lot of us. We still got the opportunity to pitch it to our classmates. And ideally, you're supposed to take this idea into the real world and pursue it after college, which is what I'm doing. And last but not least, the last reason I'm in college is due to the funding. I do get additional income after tuition in my pocket from my school, and I also do get grants for free sometimes. I think every spring it's been hitting since I've been here, and it's been phenomenal. I've gotten free money and I can't complain. And I've also gotten a grant for my business. So this could also be a reason that you want to stay in college, because there's also a lot of scholarship opportunities that one can pursue. Plus, I only got a year left, so why drop out? However, if this is what I want to do from the beginning, I would have never gone to school and I would have pursued what I wanted to do a lot earlier. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. If you guys did enjoy, please smash that thumbs up button. It took me a lot to make this video. So if you guys can just hit that thumbs up, it would mean a lot. And also, if you guys did enjoy the content, consider subscribing and turning on your post notifications so you guys don't miss out on any future videos. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.